Firewatch! Walking sim. It's a walking sim that came along after some of the big name ones that kind of started things off, like, I think what became of Edith Finch, Gone Home, Tacoma. I played Gone Home in Tacoma. Edith Finch is in my to playlist. Before this I played Soma, which somebody said was a walking sim. It's not really. That was a funny recommendation to me. But it was an interesting game. I would play it in safe mode if I played it again because the monsters drove me nuts. But generally, it was interesting. The themes were something I enjoyed. I think this one I've had several people recommend it to me, and obviously it was, I think, kind of the next. It was a while since the last critically acclaimed walking sim had come along, and this one got a lot of attention. So it's a little different because you actually have characters. Gone Home and Tacoma, there's nobody you're interacting with in real time. You're just collecting artifacts, and those are. You interact with those, but you don't have to worry about, okay, I have to move quickly, or I have to choose how to react to this person in real time. Firewatch has some timed aspects, which makes me a little salty. Oh, look, I've got my notifications on. Oopsie doodles. Let's see. I should turn those off. I don't know if you can hear them or not. I think you have desktop audio. So let me get those turned off, and just in case you can hear them. Everybody's talking about Good Omens because it has David Tennant in it, and I was originally a Doctor Who fandom, so of course people I know are like, ooh, Good Omens, David Tennant. I have long ago abandoned that part of my life, but hey. Alrighty. Here we goes. Apologies for the slow start. I'm still getting used to this. And once again, I'm going to make sure the sound's working. Alrighty. Here we goes. Alright, we're going to make the sound a little lower. I'm going up in the yellow range a little too much for me. There we go. That should do. Okay. And here we are. We're going to go Firewatch some more. I'm on day 2 of the Firewatch. Continue. I've gone through day 1. For the perspective, what's been going on in these shenanigans is that I am... What's my name? Henry, I think? Yeah, I'm a dude. I think in my 40s. And this is not true in real life. And I'm closer to my 40s than I like, though. And I was married to a woman that I obviously loved and lived with her for decades, and we were married, had a dog, all the stuff you do when you're a couple, you know. And then she started getting oddly forgetful and doing strange erratic things, and it turned out she had early onset Alzheimer's, which really, really sucks for everybody. And I'm guessing, I haven't gotten the full story yet, but I'm guessing that she has since either passed away or she was taken. At the end of the intro, she was taken away by her family to Australia because they didn't think I was taking good enough care of her, which would have been devastating, and I think devastating for her too. I mean, depending on how she feels about her family, and if she's now in an environment that she hasn't been in for most of her life, it would be disorienting, I would think, when you're already extremely disoriented to be in a new environment. Anyway, so he saw an ad in the paper that said you could come out to the middle of nowhere in a house by yourself, in a tower by yourself, and you can be a Firewatch person, which means you watch for fire. That is literally what you do. You're all alone in the middle of nowhere, so you can warn people if one happens. So he showed up. He talks to Delilah, another Firewatch person whose tower sometimes I can see. Oh, there it is. Right out there! And we talk by radio. I've never met her. She's snarky. Everybody has a very 2000s, a very 21st century post-internet sense of humor. As for a game that's, I think we're set in the late 80s or the early 90s, which I guess that's when I was a kid. Well, the 80s and just the 80s in general and in the 90s. So it's funny to be like, oh, this is like a period piece. Also, for the record, I didn't know much about... Why did he do that? Oh, there's a... I guess he just wanted some extra support and grabbed onto something. But yeah, it's just funny. It's a little funny to see something like this that's like, I'm an adult in the 80s. I was never an adult in the 80s or the early 90s. But one of the things... So what else was... Okay, it's Firewatch guy, Delilah he's talking to, they snark at one another. He's already found some teens who were using fireworks out here, and he had to go. They were skinny dipping, and he had to be like, stop fireworking, drunk teenagers. They were thrilled. And I also saw a mysterious figure with a flashlight who was out hiking. Obviously, there are hiking trails out here. People are allowed to be out here, but it was still ominous. And then I came back, and somebody had broken in to my watchtower and thrown my stuff all around. So somebody doesn't like me for some reason. Although I actually think they probably don't like... It's not that they don't like me. I'll give you a wild guess. The this is making a clear point that it's in the 80s and early 90s. I've been wondering why I keep finding these books around. They're by Michelle Magnus. I picked the wrong one. But yeah, let me look. It's a world order liberty and over 20 million... A mental skill only... Like, this one's really hard to read. Come on, I want to read that. Let me read it. This one I can't read. But most of the books on the ground, this one is a bad example, are actually... Where's a thriller? Here we are. They're actually... Nope, this is another one. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I hadn't read the back of that one. That one is about things you make up when you're alone. Huh. I love how you can't put things down in this. You just drop things passive-aggressively. I would never treat books like that, but I can't put them places. Oh, wait. I think I can. Do you want to put them all on the shelf? Here we go. I can be good. Look at that. Look how tidy I am. A reminder that I am OCD. And where are my other books? So I wonder, am I making Delilah... Are they hinting that I'm making Delilah up? That this is like processing... Oh, come on. Put that book up, sir. Processing mechanism? There we go. I get alphabetized. Wouldn't that be funny? I can't really see their authors. But... So maybe everything out here is not real. Who knows? Delilah's not real. The figure's not real. I haven't really found anything in the plot that would confirm that yet, but it is interesting. They have this book there that's kind of about that. No, don't want to drop it. I want to put it down. There. No! But, oh, here one. This one's by Richard Sturgeon. They all seem to be like, these Richard Sturgeon books are all like espionage-y spy books, and they're all set in the Cold War, which is what is going on at the tail end of it right now in the 80s and the 90s. And I wonder if that's the fact those books are here is meant to be a reminder of that, and if we're going to be like in a spy kind of thing. Maybe somebody, we've got these boxes out here full of supplies, and they could be being used as drop boxes for communications, which actually was something that was done and quite realistically. An actual thing during the Cold War was people would have drop boxes, safe places like a trash can or something like that. D20, somebody was a nerd who was here beforehand, and they would, I want to put this back because I don't want to, it's a die, it's precious. You don't just toss these, and I have to drop it all the time, and I hate it. Anyway, spies would, there we go, at least it's safe now. Spies would leave things in drop boxes, like a fake rock or a trash can, and I mean, you think these things are fiction, but it was actually done. So there are these boxes out here that could easily be used as drop boxes where emergency supplies are kept out in the various locations in the woods. And whoever was here before me, who knows? maybe they were involved in espionage. So let's see if this turns out to be an espionage story. A Cold War espionage story. I'll feel so funny if my childhood is now being, not, the time of my childhood is now being used for like historical fiction thrillers. That's just funny. I'm so old! Oh, I can hop over that? Awesome sauce. Anyway, this is day 2, so somebody broke into my tower. I'm talking to another person in another watchtower. I'm probably grieving the loss of a cinder block. I'm not grieving the loss of a cinder block. I'm probably grieving the loss of my wife, who had early onset Alzheimer's, which really sucks. So, it really does. Anyway. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell would who would break into my house. And not only that, this is like the first day I'm here, they also cut communications. So they cut communications, and we can't let anyone else in here know that this happened. So we're in a bit of a spot of bother. La 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 la. See, this is the caches. You can see those green dots. Those are where there are boxes that have supplies in them. I've been finding notes in them, so they might be coded communications too. It'd be funny if there was an energy bar in one, like if it was a clue, because I hate it. Because why not? Communication lines north of the canyon. Where's north? Oh, she said go through that cave I was in yesterday. Ta-la-la! Oh, by the way, I'm really bad at navigating, so patience is a virtue. North! My friends! Northwards! Northwards we go! Oh, right, I should turn on my phone with my app so I can tell if you're talking to me, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. You might not be. You might be. I don't know. Where's my little app? I only have a laptop, so I can't really see anything, ever. Multiple screen-wise. It's just me. The void. Just me and the void. That's how most of my life is, so that's okay. I'm not bothered. Alright. Let's see. Where did I go off to find that particular... No, I don't. Wowie! No. Ah! I'm having fun with apps. Boop. Chatty chat. Boop, 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 boop. If I don't hear you, it's probably because something's wrong with my app. I am trying to pay attention, though. Anyway. Back. This is very chatty. I'm not very focused this evening. I apologize. It's the weekend. I think I'm going the right way. Yes. You can jog, but it wears off fast. I know that sounds funny, but it does. Generator's looking good. That's our only power source. This is an outhouse. It actually has a seat. I mean, he was complaining about it. I'm like, dude, it's got a seat. You're one up on a lot of outhouses here. Count your blessings. So this is a very safe looking path that we that looks like man, Jesus, you're gonna kill your knees or something. Anyway, if he wants to make that life decision, I would totally just climb down those rocks because they're perfectly good for climbing. Look. Why? Anyway, I had to go up this trail yesterday because the trail, something happened to the trail. I don't remember why. I couldn't, oh wait! On the trail I went down to tell the teenagers who were skinny dipping not to send fireworks off when there's an enormous fire risk right now. There's a place where you had to use a rope and it broke, so I couldn't go back that way. So I had to go back this way, which goes through a canyon. It's all twisty. I'm gonna This is how I talk to Delilah.
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast.
He comes from Boulder. That's where he used to live.
They are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean,
It's Boulder. We were all goofy balls. Also, sometimes...
I just spend a lot of time with Julia.
oh, so you have someone there.
Oh, is she interested in me already? We've only talked for a day.
Taking a little break.
Oh, she's kind of noisy about why I'm out here.
I'm sorry. Can you hold that thought?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
So it's tea.
Hey,
We're...
I don't think so. Why, have you?
What?
Okay, good. No, I don't think he has any idea.
Oh.
I'm absolutely sure. Would you?
This is intriguing.
All right. I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard.
That was a little spooky.
Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, Julia, girlfriend? Ex? Sorry, I
Huh.
try.
She might not even be over in that station.
That would be my wife, Julia.
I'm not gonna ask.
Like your wife? Or like she's the stuff wife?
My wife.
But you're here.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here.
Oh, she's still alive.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
So,
I gotta go do a thing, but I'll have a radio. Okay, call me if you need to.
I wonder if she's actually even over there in that tower. She could easily have been the figure I saw last night. She could have broken in, and she could be, where'd my brain go? She could be, using me to try to find something or do something. Anyway, I'm not gonna let her know. That's, we'll see how that plays out. But I'd rather, if somebody's mucking with me, I'd rather not let them know while I'm at their mercy that I know that they are possibly mucking with me. That's a secret. We will use that to our advantage later, hopefully. She can just think I trust her. I mean, it's not gonna hurt to... I wonder why I can't report that. That seems like something you want to. She can think that she has my trust. Even if she doesn't. I should be jogging, but it's kind of a pain. It like wears off this minute you stop jogging. You can't jog anymore. And I don't know, it's just kind of not how it works with toggling off speed movement in any other game I've played. Also, I've been mostly play Final Fantasy XIV, where if there's a cliff, you just run off it, and you're like, yeah, I'm alive! I fell down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories. Who needs stairs? Stairs are for people who aren't the warrior of light. I am not the warrior of light in this game. Alas. This is a cave. Let's go. Alright, man, you want to break your neck? You do that. Heck on your knees, too, I would think. Alright, cave. I'm a lumberjack, and it's saving. I'm okay. Still locked. Doo-doo, cavey, cavey. Give me your answer, do. It's a little cave, obviously. It does look chilly. I might not have just shorts on out here. Does Wyoming have Lyme's disease? We have Lyme disease where I live, and makes people very paranoid about pants and long socks. I know. See, this is a play-by cache. I've taken notes from these and saved them. So I think, how do I even look at those? Tab? Yes. Note from Dave. I don't know who Dave is, but we got some notes from Dave. So, those could be coded messages if we want to be sneaky about it. Aha! I do go that way. Hi ho, hi ho. I still think there would be snakes. Wouldn't there be snakes? I don't know anything about Wyoming. Except there's not much in it, I don't think. But he doesn't seem worried about snakes. That was the first thing my mom taught me in the wilderness. The wilderness. Oh, you know, when you go out hiking and stuff, is don't put your darn hands anywhere you can't see, because it might be a snake or feet. Well, I guess that's a way of clearing the brush. Snakes. You don't mess with snakes. They don't want to hurt you, but they also don't know what you're up to. Like, a snake's not gonna go like, oh, that guy's not out to get me, cool, and chill. A snake's just gonna be like, I'm a snake. Ooh, a hand, and then bite ya, and you're gonna go like, well, I feel dumb. Are these two paths? I don't know. What's going on here? If you've not watched me do this previously, I'm obsessive compulsive, which means I will look at things I'm not supposed to look at because I can't help myself. If a game's like, you're supposed to go this way, I'm like, oh no, I'm not. And then I get lost, just like I just did. And then I'm in the woods, going, my bigger problems than snakes now, don't I? Where am I? I'm already lost. Hee hee hee. Oh, let's go. Well, north's that way. There's only so much you can screw up in this kind of situation. How did I even manage that one, though? Hey, what? That looked like a path. Is it not a path? Did the path end? Ooh. It felt like that was a path that went that way, but maybe not. It feels like this path goes this way. What is the path just like, just two pathies? There's a stick here and this is a slate drop-off, I think. This is the kind of place that I fell down before. You need a rope to climb it. It's slippery shale. I don't know if you've ever tried to climb a rock pile, but it does not work. It's a great way to get hurt. A+ way to do it. If you were a small child, you would probably try it at least once. And near a rock pile, that also helps. If you're a small child without access to a rock pile, you won't try it. What is this? Too many trails! Oh god, I'm obsessive compulsive. Stop fucking with me. Okay, nothing important out there. Yep, that was a trail hitch. I thought that's what it was. It's dark. It's later than it should be already. Ooh. Time has a way of passing, and that sucks. Oh well. What's that? Oh, it's a rock. Just chillin'. No cats watching me. I have 2 cats, and neither of them is watching me right now. I feel boring. I'm coming up low on interesting things. I guess that's that pat I'm climbing. Oh, I thought that was a cactus for a moment. It's a pine. It's a pine. It's not cactus. Wyoming's a little north for cactuses, I bet. Just a tinge. A tidge! A spitchy bit! Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Checking to make sure things are going alright. They are. Up the hill, up the hill. Ooh. Oh, this is the poles I'm supposed to find. Utility poles for the communications
I can
things.
see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
Did she just use... I bet she told me that the communications line was cut to, get me away from the tower. What a schmuck.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
I don't know what I think of her. I think obviously she's messing with me. But why? What would she get out of that from me? Other than, you know, possibly using me to carry something or to set something up. Those are both possibilities. Beartooth. Thoroughfare fire lookout. That's her fire lookout 5 miles from here. Little shed out here. It's an old outhouse.
Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once.
He tells her about the damnedest things.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, you know, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
I mean, I'm in the right area?
Yeah, the wire runs quite a ways north. Just follow it up to the point that I mentioned.
This outhouse is in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I hate to tell you, but everything out here is in the middle of nowhere.
You know what I mean. Am I on the right track?
Just keep following the wire to the top of the ridge, and then you can head back.
I wasn't expecting them to... Is this the ridge? What is the ridge? Let me know so quickly that she was possibly messing with me. If there's an outhouse, there should have been something out here, you know? You don't just put an outhouse in the middle of nowhere. So what was out here once upon a time? Oh, a cache. Huh! Some forester's cabin? I'm gonna open this up. I've opened them all up even though you're not really supposed to. Guess what the password is? Oops. Floop. What's in here? Just a hat. I have a hat already. Do I want a new hat? This is a difficult question. Wait. Yes, there's something going on. Because the sweatshirt... In the last one, there was a sweatshirt for a fake... university.
Huh. Found an old hat from a Korean War vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
Makes sense to me. PTSD.
Makes
You want to be
sense.
out in the middle of nowhere?
Imagine if you've been through a war, you probably can't get enough silence.
Hey it! I'm wearing a hat already, so now I'm wearing 2 hats. It's not going to address this issue. My 2-hattedness. That's alright. Because I found a hat already, and I put that hat on, and now I'm like that story where somebody had a lot of hats.
Anything I should know about the cabin at the top of this hill? Hello? Okay then.
Ooh. Yeah, the what? Huh. Oh heavens. What happened here? Looks like this may have been a Firewatch at some point. And not in good shape. I wouldn't feel really comfortable walking around out here. Yeah, this was a Firewatch point. Old trash. That's just vague. Cigarette boxes. That's good. And if you're on Firewatch and you're smoking. Huh. Shit. Huh. What other towers could they see from out here? Nothing. I'm surprised I'm walking around out here. I wouldn't want to do it. Okay, we can go down though. Huh. Oh, I had a basement. This one's... I would have liked this one better than the one I'm in. There looks like there's a fire actually destroyed this. The examine thing is a little weird. Like, how am I supposed to... Like, I can't actually look at the guitar. I can look at the guitar string. Just a guitar, I guess. What if I find a body? Burned bed. Supply boxes. Plates. Looks like a kerosene thing. Why can't I pick that? Oh, that's just a cabinet. I have one of these in my place. Yep, that's the old cabinet above my head. Ah, it could be a drop box. Okay. Alright, man. Didn't even let me look around. Fine. Interesting. Nothing much to give me any information here, but... Huh. Alright. So we know there used to be a Firewatch location here that burned. And she doesn't seem to want to tell me about it. Whoop. Okay. Alright. Alright, now I have to walk west for a bit until... get back to the trail. There we are. She's not keen on keeping me in the loop. She'd rather I not take any initiative or ask any questions. Really. A lot of communication line out here. Look at that. Goes forever. It's her tower again. If she's there. Genuinely there and not just messing with me and pretending to be there. I suck at keeping this trail onto this trail. I mean, the trail sucks at existing, so there's that. Never wanted to leave. Oh, I keep trying to jump. You can't. No jumping. I'm used to jumping, though. Stick. Multiple pathways. What's that say? Oh, that's the telephone line on there. It shows where it goes. It goes a long way up there. Huh. Huh. Is that another cache up there? I don't remember seeing that one on a map. I'm gonna go for it. Cache! Are you up there? Oh, come now. You are a cache box. And I want you. Sad sounds. Can I get up there? No. I want it. How can I get up there? I want up there. Can I get up there? Pleasey, 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 pleasey. Yes! Hello, Cashbox. You are mine now. What else is up here? Huck's Rest. That's the name of that old place. Cache up here. Beartooth Point. Gonna get into every single cache. I'm gonna take all this stuff. Wait, I can't open this one then. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Plop! What's in here? A map? Cache 302 to Thunder Mountain. This is pretty eroded. Leaving point. The flora of the Shoshone again. Here's Dave again.
Who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance one of them was that guy I saw in the canyon? You know, the guy with the flashlight?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know them that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
So now I know a little bit about who these guys are. So 86, we're the late 80s. Okay, so these are in backwards order. Because the other letter, the one I collected earlier, referenced Amigos Profesionales and how it's combining languages. Time traveling. Probably drugs. Another pine cone. A board. Ah, one of those books. Huh. Another Richard Sturgeon book, huh? Again, not, and of course I have to just drop it. Alright, I'll just drop this book then. Does me a hurtin'. Anything else interesting in here? Nope. Looks like tooth flowers. Some wood. No. Okay. Anything else out here I might find? I don't think so. Isn't it lovely how the day lasts in a video game exactly as long as you need to do the things you need to do in it? Life should take note. Walking down a hill. Oh, somebody's been out here drinking too.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
Maybe it's somebody else. For whatever reason, I've just decided arbitrarily to clean up all the rubbish I found. Long drop down. Really? Have I no sense of common sense? Alright, fine. I'm not getting back up, that's the thing. Who does that?
Well, I hopped down a drop and now I can't climb back up.
That is a pickle.
I could just keep hiking, but I figured I should let you know in case I get myself trapped out here.
How adventurous of you.
I've been doing a lot more climbing out here than I expected.
Well, keep your radio charged. I'd hate to one day find a skeleton with an orange backpack at the bottom of a ravine.
Alright, I'll try not to die. Although, honestly, I could've... Look, I can walk around that, you noodle. All I have to do is... That's silly. There's a perfectly good slope right here. It's just... Here I am, I'm back at the top again. Come on, man. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill, for the love of Pete. There's another utility pole. Alright. The teenagers we ran into earlier were quite drunk. On whiskey and really cheap beer, so that's a combination. Don't really envy them. I've actually never had a hangover. Never once. That's because I don't really drink. Direct correlation. Ooh. I gotta pick it up. There's probably an accomplishment for this shit. Beer can picker upper extraordinaire. That's me. I picks up beer cans and I puts them somewhere into the wire. And what? And oh fuck, they did that on purpose, the bastards.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Okay, good. Any sign of those girls? Did they mess with anything?
I'll look around.
They dude. They're just really awful. I mean, we're out here to help keep them safe too. Why can't I can't get up to the graffiti. Sad music.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Are they
Yeah,
agents?
I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great.
Is Red Eagle meant to be a Russian
Around towards the
hint
lake
too?
or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
I think these are their underwear. They left a message on. I'm disappointed I can't inspect that, but okay. Into the wire. Find the teens. Alright, so we're all the way. Where did you say they might be? Back the way I came. Or I can go west. Tempted to go west. A bit. Let's see, stop. Huh? Huh. I'm not gonna go up there quite yet. Where am I going? Huh. Uh-huh. Well, Oh. Huh. Huh. Ah, okay, so that just takes me. It's the one that was cut, wasn't it? That's just where it was. Yes. No, wait. Huh. It makes a counting sound when I do that, so I'm convinced that there's something going on. Yeah, that's the cut wire one with the underwear, I think, that they wrote me a note on. It's very thoughtful of them. Picking up the beer cans, picking up the beer cans. Huh. Is this just a shortcut? Well, we'll figure that out in a moment. Are these just shortcuts then that I'm seeing here? Da, da, da. I thought I turned the sound off on my notifications. Oh well. They have a lot of beer. I mean, it's like a lot of heavy lifting to get that all out here. Another place we can climb. Why are all these places I can climb? Are they just... Yeah, they're just shortcuts, okay. Confirmed. Huh, okay. And once again, he makes... That's so dumb, why would... Video game conceits. Sometimes to make things convenient for players, you have to make characters do things that do not make any sense realistically. Oh, huh. This is pretty. Yes. It's also just... Oh. Another block trail, huh? Huh. Okay. I would like to go the opposite way of the blockage. Am I stuck in a bunch of shrubbery? What? No! Don't want to be stuck! I turned my flashlight on. Yeah. Where'd I come from? Back. I want to go back. Where I came from. Help, help. There it is, I think. There we go. I'm on the hunt for beer cans. At least I get a view up here. I don't want to drop down there and realize it's a shortcut. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so that's the blocked path. I can't get up to that supply drop yet.
I tell you, all this climbing and jumping, it's pretty invigorating.
Just wait for the rest of the summer when you'll be sitting on your fat ass 14 hours a day.
Thoroughfare Basin, Thoroughfare Fireworks, Two Forks, and Jonesy Lake. Pretty much the only place I can go. Can I go further north then? I can. Again, you're probably like, why are you going these directions? And I'm like, I just do's what I want. Also views. I'm out here for the fun of it. Huh! I can actually get to her lookout at some point. How interesting. This one's different. Green. Again, in video games you act so differently than you would in real life. Haha. Like, in real life I'd be like, okay, I gotta go do the things I gotta do. In a video game I'm like, I'm gonna go look around, you know? Huh, nothing in any of these. Interesting. I'm stuck on a stump. Sometimes you get stuck on stuff. Let's see. There's nothing out here, apparently. So this is where she is. She's out there.
Do you see anything from yours, like, clues as to where they could be?
Clues.
She was able to see the fireworks, so she's somewhere there.
I'm just doing my job.
I like it. I do. I can't wait for you to give these girls a piece of our minds collective. But no clues. I can't see anything from here.
I would be surprised. Oh, huh. Oh, man, you have to cable car you way across. How funny. Huh, she's quite a ways over there.
Hey, I'm out at a ravine. What's this thing that spans across it?
That is how you get to my sector.
No kidding. Well, let me hike over.
Well, it's locked up and mainly for emergencies. I've never actually used it. I use it from time to time, but that's it.
Help! Oh, God, it's an emergency!
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got eyes on a tornado. I gotta get out of here.
Tornado, huh?
Tornado in the heart of the Rockies?
Yes.
Holy moly, I need to call this in. Tom, Two Forks sees a tornado. He says he needs an evac into my sector. It's a meteorological impossibility. There haven't been tornadoes in the greater Yellowstone region in 100 million years. You're gonna need him to
See, they have a very modern post-internet kind of sense of humor.
Sorry, Hank. No dice.
That was quite an
And-
improv act. But I wanna go across. How is it locked even? Oh well. Running, running. So I've got out of my way to check some things out, and I just go south. Never wanting to leave, never wanting to leave. South is the lake where the girls were skinny dipping when I first saw them. And I don't think the girls are actually doing these things. I would be surprised. I don't think the Cold War was like, teenagers are not usually espionage agents. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't really be like, yeah, our agents are skinny dipping at... What? It doesn't... Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I would have issues with this. Just at least a thought, not something. I wouldn't be walking across like that. I would definitely be, hands and knees. Whatever, he got confidence, or a... Oh. Huh. That's a parachuter, I would think. No? Weird. Is that to keep bears away? That's weird.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time
Huh.
ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Huh. I mean, if I were a parachutist, I'd get that back. Huh. Brian Goodwin. I don't know anything about Brian Goodwin. Ooh.
Well, I am flush with ropes now.
Oh, I got a camera and a rope. There's my
There's
inventory.
full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard
Oh, I remember those.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin
Hmm.
sewn into the top.
Huh.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
Huh.
What, was he a fellow you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, I was 12 years old, so
Huh.
our love could never really be understood.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
Was he lost?
You can bring children out here?
No. You know, I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
You guys keep in touch, you and the Goodwin kid?
Nah, they took off pretty dumb.
She's in her 40s too.
What's a 40-year-old woman gonna do with a teenage pen pal?
Good point.
Anyway, so it goes. Have fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know.
Back when you got to... Oh, you had to develop photos.
I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Huh. Do I want to use the disposable camera? Is this like... Is it telling me I should? I don't want to waste... Game! Oh. Huh. Okay. I don't think there's anything... Oh, shit. Ooh, oh. Can I go back? How do I get out of taking a... I don't want to take a picture. Do I press C again? Yes. There are broken ropes up there. They left unceremoniously, huh? Huh. How can I get up there? Not sure I can. Ah, fuck it. I hate this kind of thing where you're like... Huh. I want to get the whole thing in there. Oh man, it's funny. I'm not ready for that yet. The part where it's nostalgic to go like, oh, yeah, the old cameras from before you had phones and you wanted to just didn't didn't want to carry a camera and everything. You just wanted to do that and get the cheap ones while you're out. Not ready for that. And you know, having to have other people develop your photos, and if you're an art photographer, you still have to do that. But you know, but once upon a time, you didn't have to. I mean, but most people don't nowadays. Checking in on you real quick. You look like you're fine. Nobody in the chat room, but that's alright. Eventually there will be. I'm not bothered. And I'm playing because I want to play. I wouldn't play any games I didn't want to play. Though. Oh, wait, I want to rappel down. I would like to rappel down, thank you. Phew! Come on! Oh, I have to do it manually, right. I wonder if they deliberately made the cell shading kind of look like those old, have you ever seen the Works Progress Administration posters? They're really cool. Most national parks still use their art from that, actually. But it has these big kind of almost these blocks of color like this, and it really reminds me of that style. I wonder if it's intentional, since this is set in a park, national park. Oh shit! We got smoke.
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do.
I mean, I'm in a bad place if it does. Oh well, I'm repelling some more. I would like to go down, please, repel. Oh, here we are. Whee! More things to get into. Two Forks and Jonesy Lake. Poof. I don't know about the camera. Is it just supposed to be for fun? I'm gonna take pictures of clues. Like Scooby-Doo mystery machine shit going on here. Okay. Supply drop. Oh, that's what the thing with the green case was. Climbing. Cache 241. I think I found that. Bear sightings. Map. Thunder Cannon 241. Did I get 241? 302. Huh. Okay. No! Open that back up, man. Forks, Thunder Canyon. Cache 241. Huh. Bear sightings. Fur. Huh. Oh, look. This is a little envelope that photos used to come in when you got them back from the developers, and they had negatives, and oh man, I'm not old enough to be nostalging here, folks. That's funny. Anyway. More than usual for 60s. 60s? No, 86 again. LOs? UOs? Deb at the spot. I don't know what's going on with these folks. I don't know how recently. That's a rock. Poof. Oh wait, no. You come here. Nope, it's just a rock. I was hoping it was a drop box. Alright. Fake rock.
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cache box.
Could be the same person who left that antler.
It's Hannibal
Maybe
Lecter.
they're leaving me an entire creature.
Yes, yes. Find a skull scoon. I mean, that's a hell of a fossil. It's like a velociraptor claw. Who finds a velociraptor claw? I'm just gonna drop it on the ground because who cares about that? Right? I don't know. That's a strange choice of mine. Okay, it's cache 302. Where's the one that I just... Oh, I think it's where I am. Anyway, I'm not actually sure what I'm updating the map with sometimes. I'm pretty sure half the time what's on the map is already, I've already got it. I'm going this way first, because it's the wrong way. I think. Let's make sure I'm going the wrong way. Yes! Success. No, north is the wrong... North. Northwest? North. Which is the wrong way? Well, I'm gonna have to go whichever way anyway. So, north. That's north, okay.
What does she have?
She's got Alzheimer's.
Oh, come on.
Dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Is she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck.
Yep.
What was it like when you guys found out?
That's tough. What?
Well, we didn't really understand what was happening. You don't get Alzheimer's in your late 30s.
No kidding.
But even then, we didn't really get it until she couldn't work anymore and I couldn't leave her alone.
That would be accurate,
until then
probably.
that I said, oh, this is it. This is over. That was hard. I'm sorry to be such a downer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a downer thing.
Oh, don't even. I'm happy to listen. And, we'll try to have some fun this summer. I promise.
I'm actually reading a book right now that's about what it's like to be sick and young. And how people associate some with diseases, most diseases, most ill health, specifically with being older, when that's not how it usually, when it's not that simple. Ill health can happen to you at any time. It doesn't wait because it doesn't go like, oh, you're too young for that. We can't give you that disease yet. You don't wait around for that one. That's not how it works. You get sick, sometimes quite young. And that's just the way it goes. There are two ways to go here. Whatever. I'll go one way. Sometimes... Ooh, it's off limits. And anyway, the book goes on to deal with the fact that it's really devastating to be sick and nobody believes you or thinks it's appropriate.
You found him?
No, not yet.
Even though it happens all the time, we're
Why
mortal.
would there be a fence out here?
Because sometimes hikers go ass over tea kettle when on a trail.
So the Forest Service would put up a big chain link fence?
A chain link fence?
Yeah, it looks like it surrounds a
Government.
huge area.
Huh. That's weird.
18 U.S. Code, 1963.
What do you think they're keeping in? What do they not want to have get out of there?
Oh, geez, so many things.
Should I just stop you now?
Maybe loads of hedgehogs.
Okay.
So,
Thousands, even full percentage points of the global hedgehog population.
like I said, very, very modern sense of humor. I'm not sure we had that.
Where are all the hedgehogs? Well, folks are hiding
I don't remember, like, this being a common type of sense of humor in the 80s and 90s. It's a meme kind.
It's the real mystery.
Really glad I kept you in the loop. Thanks for all of the high-quality information.
Is it a reservation?
I'll ask what's up if I talk to someone in the next few days who I think might know.
1963.
Do you think those girls could be behind this fence?
Well, having once been an ornery young woman, the last thing I would do is climb a fence. Especially if I was in trouble.
I don't even know how I would get in.
Climb?
It's really strange that that's out there, by the way.
Yeah, it's weird. Hey, remember that guy from yesterday? The guy I saw hiking home?
The guy who shone his light at me.
Completely unmotivated fan.
The one we think is probably the
Yeah,
vandal.
that guy.
Go on.
Maybe he was from this fence place.
Fence place.
Land of the fence.
Again, very modern sense of
You
humor.
know what? I'll make a note. You might be onto something.
Alright, we've talked about this fence a lot. I don't know what the 18 U.S. Code of 1863 is. 1863 would make me think it's a civil war. Also, a lot of killing Native Americans was taking place during the Civil War. We don't really talk about that because our history is like, la la la, Civil War, Civil War. Nothing else was happening anywhere during the Civil War, ever. Nothing. The entire rest of the country was just busy sitting it out. But there's a lot going on, and a lot of taking land, a lot of massacres. Since it's 1863, makes me wonder if it's reservation land, which would honestly be strange, I would think. Kind of strange, at least. Okay, so I'm meeting back up with the trail here. The fence blocks off that part of things. That's cache 241. So is this further or back? Yeah, that's the way further. I'm gonna backtrack a little, make sure I didn't miss anything on this trail part, which is that way. Anyway, so that's something to think about. If it is reservation land, although we found that mind control book, and this is the Cold War, right? This is like the men who stare at goats kind of time period. That's kind of cool.
So, how'd you meet?
Met in a bar.
The birthplace of modern romance.
I walked over and asked her what her major was because I thought she was a student, not a prof.
Smooth.
That's me. I did make the first move, though.
Aw, you were brave.
I was drunk.
Yep. Part of this story will be different because, like, I could tell her about my dog, and I got to pick in the beginning which of several dogs we had. German Shepherd or a beagle. I picked the beagle because my wife wanted the beagle. We weren't married yet. Anyway, and honestly, you want a relationship to keep going? If somebody really loves something and you say no, yeah, people, they'll remember that. Get the beagle, is what I'm saying. You can live without your, without a German. and you will probably learn to love the beagle, because that's how it goes with pets. Anyway, it apparently worked out, so I bow to my own expertise in this area. Huh, where's that smoke gone? Oh, it's still a thin plume. A plume. It's a French thing. It is a plume out there. Anyway, oh, we got tons of wildflowers out here. Wild, burned tree. That's not good. This whole area has been burned in the past, it looks like. Huh. Recently. Where am I now? I mean, a burn would be okay if it's not a particularly dry area. Or time. If it is, it's a little bit a shit show. Huh. This whole area looks like it was burned at some point in the past. Huh. Interesting. Not recently necessarily.
I'm having a hell of a time getting this fucking flapjack off his ass and out to repair that wire.
A flapjack, eh?
Excuse me, flapjack?
You know, like a loser, a chotch.
I really don't, but I do now.
Well, the next time you're at a bar and some banker steps on your foot so he can order his crappy martini, you've got just the name to use.
Does that happen to her often?
Hey, flapjack, why don't you wait your turn before I bounce your face off a dumpster?
He's trying too hard.
Beautiful.
I don't know about our friendship and our sense of humor, folks. Which way? Huh. 2 drops. Here. Drop back to the cave and the drop down. I'm gonna go south. The way we've got things done. Wait, I'm gonna be able to come back up if I need to. Like, it doesn't say long drop, I guess, so I guess I can... You idiot! I don't know, every one of these looks longer than the next, and he's just like, I'll do it! I'm like,
What are you gonna do when the fire season wraps up? Are you gonna go be with her? Just go back to Boulder? You should go be with her.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Right now, I'm trying to hunt down some vandals, and I don't even know what I'm going to do when I find them. I'm not thinking very far ahead.
You should go see her.
She's with her family in Melbourne. They're not big fans of mine.
Oh.
Her sister, Susan, is great, but her parents, I think they always thought she could do better, and that I could have done a better job looking after her.
Fuck that. I have no doubt you did your best.
I don't know.
If you want to go visit her, you should go. Don't let a couple of assholes keep you away from someone you love.
I'll think about it.
fair enough. And I don't know. Like, I chose not to have him put her in a 24-hour care facility immediately. Not immediately, but once it was difficult for her to take care of herself, because they did have a nurse visiting every day, and I thought it would probably be better for her to be near someone she knew, a place she knew, to have some familiarity when you're losing your memory and your brain functions. I don't know. That's a tough choice, and one I'm sure people have to make constantly. But
Wow, I'm on top of a natural bridge out here.
Really? Is it a complete arch?
No, I guess the bridge is out here. Still, I think I could jump this gap to get across the canyon.
Ah, you're a regular Evel Knievel.
Oh yeah, you should see the jumpsuit I'm wearing.
I actually know what Evil Knievel. Evil Knievel, to my knowledge, was Can I tie it up? I'm not gonna repel yet, but I am gonna tie it up. So that's there if I need it. But somebody used to do things like drum motorcycles. Huh. Music change. Guitar, I think. I like it. I like that music. Anyway, jumps up in ridiculous jumpsuits and things, and jump like gorges and canyons and nonsense on a motorcycle. If I remember right, he was before my time, but my parents and my grandparents would reference him. So, go hands, go man. Huh. Hey, I'll jump more rock bridges if I get a peaceful acoustic guitar out of it. Peaceful's nice. There's not much of it in the modern world. We all run around all the time. Yeah, I think they made this look like a works project. That's so cool. That's a clever design decision. I really like that, to make it deliberately look like a works project administration a poster for the national park. There's some really cool art that came out of that period of time graphically. It's amazing, really. Some nifty stuff. Theater and theater, I think. I don't know about cinema, but certainly public works and theater. Really neat graphics came out of that. I tell you what, I love some of their posters from that period of time. They're just really iconic and striking, bold, big flat blocks of color. That was when the U.S. for a brief period of time was subsidizing artists and big public works. They were subsidizing theater. I tell you what, we've not done that forever. Some countries, a lot of countries, still subsidize the arts. My sister was in Holland for a while. The Netherlands, sorry. She was in the Netherlands, and they subsidized the arts. What's that? Where am I trying to... I'm just totally lost. I don't know where I'm trying to go. Really? I mean, I don't even know where the smoke is, so... That's a long drop. I don't know if do I want to do a long drop? Like, I don't know. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, a PD. That does sound like native. So did I jump fat on them? That's what I did. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's a green wiggly. What does a green wiggly mean, man? Overgrown trail. Climbing gear, overgrown trail. Okay, so I have my own key. There's an overgrown trail here and a long drop. I don't really want to do the long drop because I think it's a shortcut back. I probably should go back to the canyon and work to get up to PD Meadow. Okay. So back we go. If I can find my way back. I'm really good at not. Anyway. Chose the wrong way because I was too into the idea of jumping over something. That's okay. Anyway, I totally recommend looking at Works Project Administration or Federal Theater Project, anything like that. It's pretty cool. The New Deal was interesting. And what was I saying? Netherlands, they subsidized the artists there. The U.S. could do so much better. We have resources. We could, I don't know. Oh, I went the wrong way again, didn't I? No, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, except I don't think I want to drop down. Anyway, I have, oh, this is where I came from. Yeah, okay. We keep people from living lives that aren't uh, based in fear in the U.S., which is strange. There's no reason for it. Fear that we'll die if we don't have a job because we can't afford health care and don't have health insurance. Fear that we're lazy if we're doing anything that's not work-related, or employer's version of work-related. It's all ridiculous. It's so modern. Like, the idea of an office work and office employers is a long way down. That's all pretty damn new.
I'm down in Thunder Canyon. I'm not seeing that smoke anymore.
Oh, it's still burning away. Try heading west from where you are. If you loop past the lake, there should be a trail.
Oh, south! I'm going south?
Thanks, that helps.
Okay. But I don't know. I've traveled. Wind effects are well done. I had to actually turn off my headphones here to see if it was wind actually in my area. It's not. It's in the game. But I don't know. I wish we let people have balanced lives, and there was some trust that people won't be like lazy and bad immediately when they're given the reign to do and to feel safe in their lives, like they won't lose their ability to live as soon as they lose certain kinds of employment. There's so much innovation we could do, and so much more joy we could have in our country. I say this as someone who burns out regularly. I have chronic depression, OCD, and just diagnosed after 35 years of ADD, which, thank God for Ritalin. It's amazing. If I'd known about it earlier, you can't think about what you would have avoided, but certainly would have avoided some things. A lot of certain kinds of pain. But you know, some people, a lot of people, were just not made to sit in front of a computer. I say this as I sit in front of a computer playing a game, to sit in front of a computer all day answering email. It messes with us, and it really messes with us. Like, it messes with people on both sides. The people on one side think that they're talking one-on-one to someone, that someone can answer their needs anytime. Uh-oh. Huh? Immediately. An animal? And I can't see it. Hee hee hee, I like the sound though. Is it a loon? What is it? And people get really weird and think that everyone should, like, customers serve them, like, instantaneously, constantly. Where are they? They sound like ducks, and I want to see them. Where are the ducks? Whack, whack, where are you? No, I want ducks. And people get really weird and entitled, and I say this as a millennial, and I'm not talking about just young people. Probably the most entitled people I get for getting email are actually older folks. Older, 40s and up. Not older. Just, but I don't know. We can't. Human beings can't just, we can't serve everyone's needs. Just because we have the ability to communicate quickly doesn't mean we can do things half as quickly as we can communicate them. It just ends up being a mess. People think they can get things immediately, and I guess that's a stream, not a path. Uh, and you, as an individual, can't do your work because these people want things all the time immediately, and you just are caught in a cycle of stupid email all day. It's ridiculous. Nothing happens. A lot of nothing gets done all the time. It makes me so irritated. I'd be out in the woods in a heartbeat if I knew a way to get out there. Take my books and be gone. Out there. Can I get down there? Can I drop? Oh, there's a tie off right here, isn't there? Yeah. Away. I mean, I want the internet out there because obviously I'm talking to no one right now because I like hearing my sound of my own voice and having some feeling of connection to other people. But God, if I could just be away from email, if my job did not involve having to respond to people, because if I don't, I'm afraid they'll tell bosses. My immediate boss is amazing, so I'm not worried about that. But if you could just do what you thought made sense to do and not feel like you're just part of this communications thing all the time, mess, tangle, rush, confusion, then you might get something done. Stuff might actually happen. It would be amazing and strange. Completely counter to the modern way of thinking. Anyway, I hate email. Long and short of it, should not be a thing. I hate it, hate it, hate it. At least, as when it comes to work, more bear damage. Oh, I can chop that down. I must get an axe at some point. Anyway. So yeah, there's my thoughts on email. It's terrible. It makes our expectations ridiculous. We assume one-to-one relationships that don't exist, especially with consumer relationships. So we get really impatient when people don't respond because we don't understand that usually someone's spending the whole day trying to answer like 50 or 60 emails. Well, they're also trying to do their job, which is usually supposed to be strategizing and moving further out and improving other initiatives for those people who you're trying to answer all their questions, and then they're like, "Oh man, why isn't this place getting anything done? Why am I paying you money?" And you're like, "Oh, can we all just go throw ourselves into not into a lake, something non-violent and temporary?" But it's just so frustrating. I do not like it. All right, let's break in. That's a lock. I can't get in there. Oh, well, that's not helping me. What can I... Usually I could talk to her, and I'm not getting anything. So, now what? This game doesn't usually leave me in a... Oh, huh. Leave me wondering. Huh. But I don't know. If we ever find a better way of doing things, it won't be a moment too soon. Where am I supposed to be going? Alright, we got a fence. We found the fence. Found the pathway north. I haven't found an axe or anything. Should I have? Is this something I can jump across? I can't chop this tree down. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here. Gate 1. Find the source of the smoke. There's not a Okay. Alright. Okay, so we've got something that looks like I should be able to chop it down. Use it to get across or somewhere. I have a locked gate that I can't tell her about, even though it's clear that I should. This is probably where I need to go. Why can't I climb it? I mean, I'm not. Him. Alright, something. Come on. This is weird. What is going on here? This isn't rocket science. Maybe it is rocket science. Oh, email. How long have I been playing? Probably too long, huh? Let's check. Woohoo! Well, no. An hour and a half, huh? That's not that bad. Okay, keep going a little longer. I do hope somebody drops by and watches at some point. I would really, really enjoy chatting with somebody. But it is not to be currently. Let's see. Back, where's the game window? There we go. I'm a little frustrated here because, let's see. Resume save game, restart green guy settings. I don't know what to do. And that's weird. I also want to go back. There we go. Alright, lady. Can you help me? Little lady who's always talking to me has suddenly stopped. That's the one thing that does remind me a little of Soma in this game. Is it's like, this is my lady in a box. That is actually what I called Catherine in Soma, who's the character you talk to a lot, in a box. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go like that. Okay, cool. And she's not one, she's an AI that you keep in a tool that you carry around. But she's my lady in a box. And in this one I also have a lady in a box. So, there's probably a gender issues whole book to be written there, considering both games have men with ladies in boxes instead of women with men in boxes. I don't know, I like a guy in a box. Just chat. Be like, hey dude, how's your box? He'd be like, I don't know, it's a box. It's cool. Well, that was a lot of no help. Oh, I was supposed to have gone the other way. Ha 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 ha. She said, I could have sworn she said a path that goes north. Oh well. Whatevers. Whatevers. I does what I wants. Anyway. Duckies? I want to see the duckies. Duckies are important. If there's wildlife in a game, I always want to see it. There are no kitties in this game. I don't expect kitties either. It'd be weird if there were kitties. Their boombox is gone. They had a boombox out here. I wonder if they took their stuff. But, let's see. Where was I going with my thought process? I don't know, I just completely forgot it, so we're doing well. Campfire smoke. Oh, okay, so there's a tie-off. Okay, I got it. I should go along. No wonder nothing was happening. I was just, like, doodling around. And you're probably like, and it took you how long? How many decades to maybe get yourself diagnosed as ADD? Whatever you think is your normal, you just roll with it. That's one of the things about mental health, is you don't know what most people feel like, you know? So you just assume that what you feel is normal and everybody else is just doing a better job of hiding it or handling it than you are, right? And then you feel like you should do a better job yourself at hiding it and handling it, and you get all worried about it if you don't. Well, they picked up their underwear. They used to be underwear along on this path. That's good. Don't leave underwear in the wilderness, folks. It's littering. Let's see. Yep. Whatever you think is your normal in terms of how you experience life, it's just how you assume other people do. I don't have great vision. When I was younger, I thought, my sister and I, you just think, well, everybody else must be somehow doing a better job at seeing the classroom than I am, seeing the board. So you don't say anything. Oh, hey, they drank here again. You bastards, I picked this all up already. I didn't drink around there. Hey, Butchin, it's my kitty. So you just suck it up. You're silent. You don't say like, oh, I'm experiencing something I don't like. You just think, oh, everyone else can deal with it. Clearly I should deal with it too. And you realize somewhere along the road, maybe, you realize, hopefully you do, that not everybody else is dealing with it. It's something you don't have to deal with. Or it's something that makes your life difficult or different. And you finally are able to articulate that and ask for help. And it's really good to reach that point, but it really is luck. You have to get lucky and be in that moment where you make that realization that what you're experiencing isn't normal. And not everybody reaches that point. Sometimes you went the wrong way. Is that the way I want to go? Some people just spend their whole lives thinking, oh well, I'm a screw up. It's my fault. Which isn't true. And I am lucky that I have at several places in my life realized that what I was experiencing was not actually the norm. And that it wasn't my fault that I wasn't able to do as much as some other people. Or wasn't able to do things the same way other people were doing them. So if you're really struggling and you think everybody else seems to be doing things easier than you, ask some questions. Ask other people what their days are like. Think about what you experience, what makes things hard for you, and work on articulating it. A lot of people always say like, oh, but isn't that normal? And usually it's a matter of degree. Like if you get distracted a lot, sure, that's normal. But if you get distracted so much, it's interfering with your work or things you want to do, and it's causing you pain, that's different. Washing your hands, wanting to be clean, is that normal? Yeah, but are you bleeding after you wash your hands? Are you distressed because you have to do it so often? Then that's not normal. I mean, normal is a construct anyway. But it's worth it to say, maybe I would like to see if I can find alternatives to feeling this way, someone to help me. Maybe I would like to find accommodations and figure out how to articulate my need for them. just, you know, don't think of yourself as bad. Explore possibilities. Explore the fact that if you're experiencing something and it distresses you, you have the right to attempt not to be distressed and to ask people to see if that's really how everyone feels. And if everybody says everyone feels the same, they're just full of it. That's not ever true. Everybody is unique in their perceptions of things. Yeah, they're talking about all kinds of weird stuff, aren't they? Aren't we? Where we're at here? I mean, it's the wilderness. There's nothing much going on. That took us way out of our way. I can always make this game that's like, oh, this is a 5-hour game. It's like, I'll make that suck at 10. Copying information, I don't even know what it is. Ooh, missing person. Let's look at here. Jonesy Lake, Two Forks Lookout. 5 Mile Creek, Rocky Flats. This is a list of people who've looked in this box. P. Something was the most recent, 1986. They go back to 71. What's that say? Waterfall. 5 Mile Creek.
How many hikers go missing in the Shoshone?
More than none, unfortunately, with most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because it's so remote. Why?
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. Just got me thinking, that's all. Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins and the next you weren't.
Ned Goodwin didn't get mauled by a bear or stuck in a ravine. He was just a PTSD'd a-hole who dragged his son out to do a job and realized it was a bad idea.
PTSD? That doesn't sound good.
I found a veteran's hat from the Korean War, so...
He was in the army.
Oh, he must have been in the burned down Firewatch place.
He was only discharged because his mother, Brian's grandmother, died. She'd been taking care of him, and Ned was the only next of kin.
Damn. And you got to know Brian a little bit?
Yeah, I talked to him way more than I talked to Ned, that's for sure.
How was he at, spotting fires?
Better than you. He actually liked to stay in the tower.
Let's see who our missing person is, huh? Mitch Michaels, 31. Oh, jeez, he's an old-looking 31. 6'2", he's tall. Distinctive facial. Well, you can shave. So he went missing at least 5 years ago. Interesting. Okay. Speaking of... Oh. Is that Custer? I don't know. I don't know what the big... I live in somewhere where it's like, Robert E. Lee, etc. Those are the people who are like, historical figures. The South. But not the Southeast South. Just South enough that the North thinks we're South and the South thinks we're North. But yeah, Civil War generals, Confederacy, everything's named after them. Real cool. Not. But anyway. Wait, am I going backwards or forwards? Okay. I'm going the right way. Traveler, you know, like people name things after their horses.
For as dry as it is this summer, there's an area down here that's lush.
Probably Lee's horse.
Oh, you must be talking about the Aspen Grove down there.
Oh, aspen groves, they're cool.
Where I am.
They're all one organism, it's so neat.
Trees are actually...
Yay, she didn't talk about it.
Did you know that?
I did. No, I did.
Yeah, they share their water as a colony that can live for hundreds of years.
And they're really pretty in fall.
Can you believe you're actually getting paid to learn about
I would be so happy. I want to go out, be alone.
Looks like on this map you'll be coming up on a stream that should lead you towards where we saw that smoke.
I kind of want to do the full day, so let's see if I can get a day done. Aspens are interesting. Aspens is not interesting things. I don't even watch Game of Thrones, I just have this in my head, so yeah, no. Yeah, this is so neat. The graphics are neat. And the fact, once I put together the fact it's supposed to look like, definitely supposed to look like the WPA posters, it's really cool. It's very clever. It works with, probably allows them to keep the graphics fairly simple while looking like it's a deliberate artistic choice. What? More acoustic guitar and beer cans must pick up.
Found one of their empties. Guess we're on the right track.
Roger that.
He spent 2 days hunting down teenagers. How funny. Kind of hard to tell where there's a trail. It's pretty out here. Music is really relaxing when they get the acoustic stuff in there. Would they have crossed this creek? Guess I don't know. I'm gonna go west. There's the trail. They have gone across? Would they have forded? I'm gonna go this way because it looks prettier. Guess it took the wrong way?
Hey, what's to the south of here?
Mexico? Is this some sort of riddle?
I just have a nice view to the south. Trees and mountains forever.
Well, eventually you wander into the area overseen by Chimney Rock Lookout, but that's probably an impossible hike in terms of terrain.
Maybe that's what I'm looking at over there. This trail that I'm on is not one that's easy to keep up with.
Found another.
Roger that.
Way out in the way, too. We've got their bags, too, here. To put a... For a while, I used to live out in the west when I was very young. I don't know if I miss it so much. It's probably a case of just missing being a kid and missing the outdoors sometimes. Although, you know, you also couldn't pay me to be a kid again, so... Everything has its own drawbacks. Waterfall. Are they skinny dipping again?
It's a really nice waterfall down here. Given those girls love a skinny dipping, I bet they're nearby.
They naked a lot. Also, that definitely looks like clothing up there. Can they just keep their clothing on for a little bit? Though it's a scrap.
There's some cloth out here. It looks like it was torn from something.
Strange.
Keep looking around.
That worries me some. That's not exactly what you would expect to find. So we've got a waterfall that's pretty. We have a scrap of cloth there. Not a very graphically sophisticated waterfall, but shrubbery. I'm like, oh god, I'm cutting some shrubs. Something bad's gonna happen to people at some point, I feel like. It kind of feels like a given. Oh, come on, kids.
I see a campsite, and it looks like they've got a fire.
Is it them?
That seems like it. I swear, they must have drank
I was gonna say, how do you do that much work?
Don't let them see you.
What a job this is.
They're gonna see me. Why would they, you know? You don't really, yeah, scaring teenagers, it's not really what I'm out here for. They keep moving these, making these fires. It's a teen campfire. It's not old enough to drink, that campfire. It thinks it is, though.
Dangerous hunks.
What on earth are you?
It's the name of a magazine for girls. It's on the ground here at their camp. I don't get why the hunks have to be so dangerous.
Well, you're clearly not a young woman.
Girls should want nice hunks.
A nice hunk.
Boring.
I want nice hunks. Give me Chris Hemsworth every day, any time as Thor. Thor is a golden retriever and he's lovely.
Entered the teen zone.
Oh, really? And where's that?
It's another one of those magazines.
This one looks like it panders.
Pants are back.
I'm sorry, pants are back?
Well, according to the experts,
Pants weren't in.
it's unclear where they've been. The pants, I mean?
It is a case of beer.
These girls have a full case of beer left here. A full case.
They're impressive little shits, I guess.
They can
It's
really
so
carry a lot.
efficient.
It really is. I mean, like, I wouldn't care. I can't. Oh man, I wouldn't carry that much.
Ah, found my sheets.
So they did break in.
Okay, so they were the ones who broke into the tower. Why'd they took somebody else's sheets? That's kind of gross, actually. I wouldn't sleep in somebody else's bedding. No.
Your tent looks like it's been through the
Huh.
fire. Which
Oh, bears?
explain that scrap I found.
What could have done that?
Ooh.
Like a bear or I don't know. It sounds crazy, but
Bull.
a bull elk,
Moose can be off really, really dangerous.
Did not hold back.
you've got that camera, right? It might be a good idea to get a few snaps, just in case.
Yeah, good thinking.
Wow. Ooh, shit, their clothing? Can I get the whole thing in there? Yeah. Huh. That's not good. Okay.
Some of their clothes are all torn up.
Huh.
That's not good.
Now I'm concerned about them.
No, maybe I should take one of their sleeping bags as payback.
At this stage, take whatever you want.
Like, who would tear up their clothes? There's no point to that. Like, an animal probably wouldn't do that.
Looks like someone left a note.
Intriguing. Maybe you should read it.
Okay, yeah.
Let me know what it says.
Okay. Examine. Huh. Oh, interesting. Okay. So somebody else clipped that communications thing and made it look like the girls did it. Interesting.
Oh, they're gone for sure.
Well, what's it say?
I need to call the police because they think I attacked them.
Oh my god, well, did you?
Don't be ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. I've known you, what, 24 hours? Maybe you're
Oh,
nuts.
come on.
Look, I just came out here to sit in a tower, all right? Not get into some mess with a bunch of coworkers.
Are people out to frame me?
They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. But you should see this place. It's weird.
Weird stuff happens in the woods. It could be other campers. They could be having a mushroom trip. We really don't know. But they're gone. There's no way to call the cops. They're not coming back. And we can get to work. I'd really like to start enjoying a quiet summer.
Yeah, me too.
I hope I keep the note. Alright, so that's another day. So the first day was pretty, we had teens and an unknown man. My place was broken into by the teens, it looks like. And the next day, we found
Henry?
Gilf.
Yeah.
What do you look like?
Why are you asking?
Because I'm horribly superficial.
Well, I get confused for Burt Reynolds all the time.
Oh, is that so?
Women say that we have a similar mustache. Hey, you asked.
Okay, well, that gives me a good start. Now let's see. In my scope, I can only see a white guy wearing shorts.
It's hot. And maybe, by the way, I'm not white. It's not very, PC.
I don't know, was anybody even really
Oh my
PC even a thing?
whitest man. I need a spotting scope for that. Shorts, then what do you normally like to wear?
Clothes. I don't really think about it.
Oh, come on.
I got a sweatshirt I like. Good jacket I got at the Buckle
Buckle
Barn.
Barn.
Ooh, I love the Buckle Barn.
Just one of those brown ones,
I do. Now tell me about your face. I'm looking at you across the bar. What do I see?
I got a broken nose. It's not bad or anything.
I wonder if it's real.
Yeah,
How'd you do that? Your illustrious boxing career?
I wish. No, a guy was drunk.
Oh, ha.
On my back, and I slipped and ate a parking meter.
Ouch.
I want to know about your eyes.
I Why is she doing this?
I'm drawing you. I need to know.
Why is she
You're
doing
what?
that?
Is that okay? Don't answer. I'm gonna do it regardless.
That's weird.
Fine.
Your eyes, tell me.
They look tired, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know,
I
you
think
hit
she's
us
trying to
with
frame
emotions
me.
that just- you
She's
think you're
probably
one other
doing like
person who
a
just
witness
looks tired all the time.
thing.
Speak for yourself, mister.
But I guess that's getting old.
Well, some people might see distinguished.
Hmm.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Henry.
You get what you need?
Absolutely.
Some weird ass stuff going on here. Anyway, so we've done the first day, so that's cool. Second day. First day, somebody broke into my apartment. Looks like it was kids. This hat I keep putting on all the time. I put it on whenever I see it, and I see it quite frequently. Second day, it got weirder. Until we saw the smoke. Delilah thought somebody cut the communication lines deliberately. It looks like they framed the girls by stealing some of their underwear and putting it there at the place where they cut the cable. I don't think teens would think of cutting a communication cable. It's too hard to do and too abstract, unless it was right there in front of them. And then we found their campsite. Delilah had said I should mess it up to scare them, except it had already been messed up, and they thought I'd done it, and that's not cool. So yeah, somebody is out here, and now Delilah's asking me to like describe myself, so she can. I don't trust her to not be framing me. Anyway, I don't know why somebody would want to make it seem like I was like a psychopath who attacks teenagers. Oh, I didn't have toilet paper earlier. When did I get that? Huh, good. Necessary. And I can't, why would people want to frame me? Why, we've got a facility out here. Will it help hide the facility? Are they experimenting on me because we're in the Cold War and people did funny things with, like psychics and men who stare at goats, kind of. I always confiscate these for myself, which is funny. I've done it several times. Um, hmm. I don't know. There's some really weird shit going on. This is from the previous resident here. Silva's ancestral Scorchlands. That's the Scorchlands is the burned area. Iron Fortress is the fenced area. Treasure chests are the caches. Treasure chest. God, I don't know if I found all those. That's a heck of a thing to try to find. Yeah. 2 Orcs lair. Huh. Okay, the little stick figures look like they're falling or repelling places. Death Mountain. Nothing really tells me what they thought about this tavern. Tavern? The tavern one is weird. I don't know what that would signify. Goblin Cave must just be the cave. Climb check required, hee. I don't know. I don't know what we're dealing with here. It's unusual. It's all I've really got. Did you put anything in his chest drawer yet? Huh. Anyway. Something weird's going on, and she talks to somebody. She talked to somebody, and she says that I have no idea what's happening. So she's kind of a controller for something, manipulating me, and I don't know why. What would she want? This is his wife. I can conceal her face. I think that's often something. I mean, it could be a metaphor for the really onset Alzheimer's, and it could also be the been writing something. Huh. Oh, this is fun. You can see how he reported on the previous day. I didn't get to read it the first time. So he gets along okay with the dad, but not with the mom. His parents-in-law. Huh. So he has real problems with his mother-in-law. That's a cliche, isn't it? I wish I'd known that I could actually get in there and read the first one. I didn't have good enough. I don't think I could really get the lighting right to do it last time. Interesting, though. Alright. Where did I get this toolbox from? Anyway. Alright, I'm going to stop for the day. Things are getting weirder. There's a facility out here that's fenced off. Somebody attacked the teens, but it wasn't me, unless I, black out. Somebody cut the line and framed the teens. The person who's pretending, or is actually in the other watchtower, is asking for how I look so they can draw me, and is talking to somebody else who wonders if I have any idea if I know about something. And she says I don't. So, I haven't let her know that, because I would rather she think I didn't know. Because I'm in a pretty vulnerable position out here, on my own. But anyway, that's it for today. We'll try would be day 3. Day 3 will happen later. Looks like each day takes about, for me, 2 hours. I'm sure other people it doesn't take that long. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will go at it again for day 3 later. Quit to menu, and here we go. Peace.